baby. I know this ain't farming, but I think it's cool and I want to share it with you. I think it's really neat. I think it's fun. And gosh, everything isn't about cows walking around in the field, right? It's life. That's what this channel's about. Life, growing, living, loving it. Really fun. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Stoney Ridge Farm. A dream of mine has come true. Guys, if you didn't know, I've been taking flying lessons for about 6 months. The bug to fly bit me a long time ago, and this is the airplane that I bought. This is not a really nice airplane. Come along, we're gonna tell you about it, tell you the story, tell you what's going on here, and walk you around an airplane, and maybe teach you a little something that you never knew. Guys, let's have some fun. So guys, welcome back to the Stoney Ridge Farm. This is not the farm and this is fun. And today I am showing you the airplane that I purchased. Now, I didn't buy an airplane. I'm not a big rich baller. I bought 1/4 of an airplane. This airplane is called a Piper PA-28-180. It's a 1963 airplane. This is an old machine. And guys, when you see airplanes flying around the sky, most of them are from the 50s, 60s, and 70s, sometimes the 80s, but they're not a lot of brand new aircraft out there. They're super expensive. That's why I got into this very cheaply. I say very cheaply, around $20,000. That I thought was awesome. So I'm gonna give you a little walk around of the plane. We're gonna show you how it's not super nice, but it gets the job done and it's safe, super safe, I hope. I wanted an airplane. I got bit by the flying bug a little while back and I always wanted to fly as a young kid. Well, I had the opportunity to take flying lessons. We're here at my local airport. This little airport is called Air Harbor. It's in Greensboro, North Carolina, and there's no secret that I live pretty close by. This airplane, again, is a Piper PA-28-180. This is a 1963 aircraft, and it shows its age. The prop is nice enough, but has a little grit. It's still smooth, it's still good to go. It's not, the paint on it is not the best. Little dark spots here. When you look at it from about 30 yards, man, it looks great. It looks like a new plane, but it's not, okay? So if we look at our paint on this airplane, you can see lots of chips, lots of paint peel, okay? This is not a super duper nice aircraft, but this is what you get when you have an airplane that takes off in and out of a grass field. And I learned how to fly on a grass runway, which is super cool. Air Harbor is half grass and half pavement. You can look it up online. It's called W88. There's no secret. You can track me in the air if you want to in this plane. The tail number is traceable, absolutely. I'm partners with 3 other guys in this plane. One guy is a retired fella, another guy is a young man that's just got his license, and another guy is a guy I used to mountain bike with, and that's how I got hooked up. Let's talk about a few parts of the plane. You'll see these little flaps sticking out right here. This is to catch wind. This aircraft does not have air conditioning, and it smells like a shoe. It smells like feet and onions, guys. An airplane gets hot. There is a greenhouse effect that happens inside the cabin of an airplane. So if it's 90 degrees out here, it's like riding in a NASCAR race car. It's probably 105 inside there. So if you've got a dog, John, that doesn't like a lot of heat, John, picking on my buddy John, it's not going to do well in a hot airplane, I'm just telling you. So there are a couple parts here we need to talk about. This is called an aileron. and that's what controls the plane flying this way and that way. This is called a flap, and that's what helps the plane to float a little bit at slower speeds. I'm just really simplifying all this. Back here, this is called the stabilator. Okay, so this is the horizontal stabilizer basically, but stabilator, and this is where our trim keeps it level. So this is what makes it go up and down. So when we do that, it pushes air down and points the nose up, right? Yeah, that's it. And the opposite, if we go down with it, it points the nose down. You can see there's much more travel up than there is down. This is called the rudder, and this rudder is controlled by 2 pedals inside the plane. We're gonna go inside the plane here in just a second. The reason it's cocked over to the side like that is because the rudder is directly attached to the front nose gear, the nose wheel. And this does not have retractable gear. You can see right now the nose is turned just a little bit, and so is the rudder. That's for stabilization this way and that way, okay? So we've got your aileron, and we've got your rudder, and we've got our stabilator, which makes it go up and down. Pretty simple. Got a prop, and we got an engine. We got to open the engine bay, right? So let's check it out real quick. This is part of pre-flight before we fly, and I do not have my full pilot certificate yet. So I'm still a student, but this is the engine. It looks like a Volkswagen engine. It's an air-cooled 4-cylinder engine, pretty simple. It's a Lycoming air-cooled engine. This is where you check the oil. This is the exhaust system. We've just had some exhaust work because one of our exhaust pipes blew up and cracked and, and left us stranded a little ways away from home. So we had a little bit of driving to do. We had to get up there and get that fixed. This is called the nose cone. Again, this is the propeller. And up under here, there's some guards, and then there is a belt right here, which runs your alternator. And that's it. Airplanes are relatively simple critters. Oh, fuel tanks. So our fuel tanks are in the wings. This is a fuel cap, and over on the other side, there's a fuel cap. And again, these little vents right here are what bring the air inside the cockpit of the airplane, or the flight deck. I wouldn't call it a flight deck. Wait till you get in. It's tiny. Today, I have my aircraft mechanic in that building over there, and we have to reupholster the rear seat. So today's task for me is to pull the rear seat out of the plane. Now, this little door I just opened right here, this is the cargo area of the airplane, and right in here is where you'd stuff your cargo. And right in here is where I gotta figure out how on earth to get this seat out of here. That is going to be a challenge, guys. A big challenge. We're going to get you a time lapse of me trying to scratch my head to get the seat out. We all share responsibility on this plane. The way it works is every hour that I fly in this plane, or any of us fly in the plane, we put money in the kitty. Let me tell you something. Owning an airplane is worse than owning a boat. If you think owning a boat is expensive and things break all the time, my goodness. Or a tractor, that ain't nothing. Airplanes are constantly breaking and everything's super expensive. So each of us put $45 in a kitty for every hour that we fly. And therefore, we have enough money, if we have something go wrong, that we can fix it. Let's open up the cockpit and check it out. Open it up here. This is one of the latches for the door. Okay, and this is the cockpit. Pretty cool. It's fairly small. Piper Cherokee 180 is another name for this aircraft. And this is the yoke, and that's a yoke. This is pretty much the driver's seat or pilot seat. That's the co-pilot seat. As we pull this back, guys, by the way, I know this ain't farming, but I think it's cool, and I want to share it with you. I think it's really neat. I think it's fun. And gosh, everything isn't about cows walking around in the field, right? It's life. That's what this channel is about. Life, growing, living, loving it. Really fun. So this is our instrument cluster, otherwise known as the 6-pack. We won't go into too many details here. Lots of fuses and switches and stuff like that. Navigation and radios, our RPMs for very, very important, our RPM gauge, our fuel pressure, oil pressure, and how much fuel we have, and all of our gauges right here. These gauges are super important, guys. This is our throttle, which goes in and out. You know, you just push it in and out just like so. This is our mixture right here, so full rich or lean, and you pull it out to kill the engine on the airplane. Our cabin heat is here. We pull for a defrost, and we pull for vent to let air into the cabin. This is the brake right here. We're gonna go ahead and lock that. And these pedals that you see down here, that's our rudder pedals, okay? You'll see they're kind of out of place right there a little bit. Right here is our flap, okay? So to lower, 1 notch, 2 notch, full flaps, and lowered. That's it. So very, very simple. This thing is tiny, guys. If you look, the passenger seat or the pilot seat right here, I'm basically on top of the pilot. So this is not for 2 big fat guys. I'm gonna tell you that right now. 2 big men in this airplane is very tight. That's the back seat right there, and the back seat is super tiny, super tiny. I don't even know why we're recovering it. I'd have thrown a Mexican blanket on that thing and called it good. We could take it bowling, we could take it up, eat a hot dog, whatever, in Martinsville, which is right up the road, or right through the air. But my boys want to fix that seat. So right here is our compass. There's also another one right here. I think it's called the heading indicator. I'm fairly new at all this, so, you know, bear with me. There's a handhold right here because your seat has to be pulled up, and I'm in shorts today, and locked into place right there. And we'll be moving this seat all the way forward in order to get that back seat out. This is called trim, and we showed you that on the back of the plane. It's the little flap on the back of the horizontal stabilizer or stabilator. It's called a stabilator on this plane, or a horizontal stabilizer on a like a Cessna. And there is a Cessna out here too. We could go over there and take a look at that too. It's not my plane, so I'm gonna keep my nose clean. So anyway, when we take off, we want this to be dead on 0, which is about right there. Very cool. There's a little window right here, so when the wind, when you land the plane, you can open that up and get a little wind in here because this cab gets hot. I'm gonna say it's 62 degrees outside right now, and it's 85 in here. Yeah. That's it. So guys, that's the airplane. I'm gonna get busy popping this seat out, and I've got to take the seat back to the shop and recover it, restuff it, and bring it back down here, have it inspected. Actually, I have to take all of the stuffing off of it, bring it down here, clean it up, have the frame inspected, paint the frame, have it inspected again, put it in, and have it inspected again. It is a big time process. This is called a certified aircraft, okay? There are certified aircraft, and then there's experimental, which are kit planes. Now, when you say kit plane, does that mean that some knucklehead put it together in his garage? It can mean that, okay? And can they be a little safe or unsafe? It can mean that too. However, there are a lot of kit planes out there, beautiful kit planes by Vans, and that's what I'm looking at maybe getting sometime in the future, a Vans RV10. However, with this thing, I'm gonna enjoy it probably for the next 10 years, enjoy learning about it, and having partners that know more than I do, which is the best way to get into aviation, in my humble opinion. Don't go out and buy a plane if you don't know anything about it. Partner up with some guys and learn, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Get you a little time-lapse footage of me yanking this seat out. I have no idea. I got a load of tools in the FJ, and I guarantee you some bleeding knuckles by the end of this video. Thank you, guys. Hit that like button. Tell me what you think. I'm not a spoiled brat. I dreamed of this. I wanted it. I worked very hard, and I got it. And it's not breaking the bank. It's just something really fun. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next time on the Stoney Ridge Farm. Hit that like button. Let me know if you want to see some more airplane stuff. I will be showing you when I do my first solo flight, which is coming in about a week. Awesome. See you next time. Woo!
Come on down to the Stoney Ridge. Bring your wife, bring your kids. We're living life pure and sweet. That's the way it's supposed to be, Stoney Ridge.
Nothing to it, man. Nothing to it. This is way easier than working on a tractor. I thought these seats was just fine. That duct tape, ooh. Maybe. Need a tetanus shot after this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Air Harbor Airport here in sunny Greensboro, North Carolina. We're gonna have some fun today, and don't worry about that couch. Somebody will get it. Woo! This used to be a building, the tile's still here. Somebody needs to mow, man. Owning an airplane is like having a van. It's like a bunch of van dudes out here. Everybody's just hanging out, talking about their van. See you guys next time.